Career fairs can be stressful and confusing. To maximize the benefits they offer, though, you'll want to plan your strategy in advance and visualize how you're going to move through the fair. The first step in your preparation should be to choose which employers you want to speak with. Event organizers usually release a list of employers attending, so you can take a look and see if there's any companies that you're interested in. Sometimes the event hosts will also release the locations of different employers' tables. If your organizer for the fair has done this, that's great. You can use this to map out the order in which you're going to visit the employers so that you can move through the event effectively and efficiently. The second step is to prepare notes with information on the companies you're going to be meeting. The process of preparing these notes will make you more familiar with the companies and give you a clearer idea of what you want to talk about. It'll also give you something to do while standing in line at the fair. Remember that one of the best ways to show genuine interest in the company is to ask specific questions that show that you've done your research. So, along with getting a sense of what the company does, you'll also want to think about what questions you can ask when preparing these notes. If you're struggling to come up with questions, consider asking about specifics about the position you're applying to or about the team that you're going to be working with. The third step is to visualize your entrance into the fair. By doing this in advance, you'll reduce the stress at the actual event, and you'll arrive more confident and prepared. When you enter, take a moment to just get your bearings and walk around and understand where your favorite employers are, along with how long the lineups are. When it comes to actually approaching your first employer, you'll find it helpful to start with employers that you care a little bit less about, so you can practice your approach and build up that confidence in a low-stakes situation before moving on to the companies you're a little bit more excited about. Once you've visualized your entrance to the fair, think about how you'll interact with recruiters. When it's your turn to speak with the recruiter, plan to introduce yourself, offer a firm handshake, and hand them your resume. After handing them your resume, you can deliver your introduction and ask the questions that you had planned. At the end of the conversation, be sure to ask them how you can keep in touch. They'll sometimes give you a business card or contact information that you can use to follow up with them. After you've completed the interaction with your employer and left the booth, be sure to write down any key pieces of information they shared with you that might be helpful when you go to apply for their company. This can also include the recruiter's name, the programs that they think you'd be a good fit for, and any deadlines that they mention.